everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. I hope everyone is off to a lovely weekend so far. Now I do have a book recommendation for you. This one is called Deadly Games by Sally Rigby. It's a murder mystery about a serial killer who is killing students on a college campus, and a detective teams up with a forensic psychologist. Now, this is the very first book in a series where these two characters team up to solve murders. It is a very interesting book. It took me a little bit of time to get into it, but so far I really liked it. I enjoyed the characters, and I downloaded the next two books in the series. So if you're interested in a brand new book, it will be linked for you down below in my Amazon storefront. But you guys, we have a lot of juicy royalty to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So Catherine and William are definitely ramping up their social media presence. As we mentioned in a previous video, that William and Catherine understand that people need to see them to be believed, and that the younger generations are online with social media. Well, most recently, the Prince and Princess of Wales released a September rewind on their social media accounts, highlighting their joint and solo engagements for the month of September. So everyone was very excited to see all of the fun recaps that they shared with their royal fans on Twitter. Now, I think this is a phenomenal idea, especially if they do this every single month. Now, the first tweet in the thread reads, "Welcome to the September rewind with the Prince and Princess of Wales." Now, I told you before that they're going to start sharing more and more behind the scenes footage of the Prince and Princess of Wales along with their 3 children. This was a very, very successful strategy when earlier this year they shared videos and photos of the family documenting huge royal events like King Charles's coronation. Now, we know that William and Catherine are taking a more fresher, newer, more modern approach, not only to their royal engagements and their social media team, but they are also looking how they are running their household with a brand new look. Most recently, a report came out that William and Catherine are going to hire a CEO to run their royal household of around 60 staff members, and will report directly to William and Catherine instead of answering to a private secretary. Now, private secretaries have long held power behind the scenes at all of the royal palaces. It was described as a revolutionary move by a source who added they are overthrowing the traditional structure in which staff answer to private secretaries. It has really set the cat among the pigeons. Will the king and queen have to follow their lead? Now, Kensington Palace has already hired a very high-powered recruitment firm to find the best candidate. It has placed an advertisement online which will stress the unprecedented nature of the position. So the CEO will be the most senior and accountable leader of the household, reporting directly to the Prince and Princess of Wales. They will be responsible for the development and implementation of their Royal Highness's long-term strategy and continuing to strengthen a professional and collaborative household culture. So a lot of people are kind of shocked at this move, but I think it's great that they're kind of carving out their own path. So what do you guys think about Catherine and William taking a fresh, brand new approach to their social media strategy, and also how they're choosing to run their household? So Prince William has penned the foreword in a children's book that is correlated with the Earthshot Prize. The book is titled The Earthshot Prize, a handbook for dreamers and thinkers, Solutions to Repair Our Planet, and will be released on October 12th. Now, Joni Hughes and Colin Butfield wrote the book to inspire younger generations to develop solutions as they relate to climate change. Now, the prince wrote the foreword, encouraged young people to think optimistically about the future of the planet. Williams said, quote, "The world we live in today can feel overwhelming, but the biggest challenge we face will be making sure we support and celebrate the wins for our planet, large or small, that can make a difference for everyone's future." He added, "Our goal with Earthshot Prize Handbook for Dreamers and Thinkers is simple: to encourage you to think about how you can become one of those amazing people contributing to the mission to repair our planet." The book follows on from the nonfiction work of Earthshot, How to Save Our Planet, which was released in 2021. The new book will be released on October 12th, is full of simple things young generations can do to help save the planet. It also contains big ideas and contributions from people around the globe. So the book will be published in partnership with Hachette Children's Group. How very cool is that? So according to a royal expert, he believes that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are loose cannons and that they could spill more royal secrets and launch more attacks against the royal family. He believes that Harry and Meghan are more dangerous than Prince Andrew. Now, I have to say I 100% agree with this statement that Harry and Meghan are definitely loose cannons. When you have two people who have nothing to lose, they become very, very dangerous. Now, I do believe that Harry and Meghan have backed themselves into a corner, and that the only royal currency that they have, the only way they actually can make real money, is trashing the royal family. Every other project they have done on their own, Archetypes, Pearl, Live to Lead, even the Heart of Invictus, have tanked. The only way these two have been mildly successful is trashing the royal family through Harry's book Spare and their Netflix docuseries. Now, we know that Harry and Meghan have a 4-book deal with Penguin Random House and that they have 3 books left on their contract. Now, rumor is Meghan Markle is planning to pen her very own book. So let's be real here. No one wants to hear about Meghan Markle's green juice, how she gets up at 5 in the morning, her warrior pose, or how she can take a crap in the woods. They want to hear the royal drama, the fights behind the scenes, and how you were the victim of unconscious bias and racism as the 43% Nigerian princess that you are, and how Catherine is just so jealous of you. Now, we all know that's a bunch of crap, but that's pretty much what they want to hear in this book. Now, the other thing is that the Beckhams most recently launched a very successful docuseries that's very, very telling about their life. And Netflix is looking over at them going, this is what we want. So you best believe that if Harry and Meghan want to keep that Netflix contract going, they're going to have to bring the dirt. Netflix wants their pound of flesh, because everything else they've done has been a disaster and is tanked. Now, they do have that upcoming project, Meet Me at the Lake, that they purchased, literally a story based on Harry and Meghan. Snooze fest. We don't know if that's going to be successful, but if they have their hands on it, probably not. Why Netflix is entrusting this project to these two is beyond me. But I guarantee you it's going to get to a point where WME is not going to be able to turn water into wine and to make Meghan Markle the next greatest thing in Hollywood. And they're going to lose their contract with WME, and they're not going to have any work coming in. The only thing left they're going to have is the documentary from Hell Part 2 and a trash tell-all book from Harry and Meghan about the royal family. Now, Prince Andrew, yes, he's a disgrace. He's an embarrassment, but he's pretty much a loyalist. He's a royalist. He's never trashed his family. He likes being a royal prince. He likes the perks. He doesn't lie about it. He's truthful. I like to be a prince, y'all. I live in a big house. I like my money. I like my things. He's at least honest about his privileged life and who he is. He doesn't pretend to be this big philanthropist. He's gotten caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Prince Andrew just kind of rides his horses and stays to himself. We just want him to stay off TV. No more interviews, okay? No more book deals, Andrew. Just shut your mouth. Andrew's not a problem because he just wants to stay in his little royal bubble with Fergie and the corgis and live his little privileged life. He's not out there trying to write a book or do a TV show, and he's not trashing the family. But Harry and Meghan, they want fame and fortune, or at least Meghan wants fame and fortune. But the only way she's going to get it is by selling out and trashing the royal family. And now that the Beckhams are out there with that new documentary, so I think that Netflix is going to put the kibosh on that contract unless they give them their pound of flesh and they produce what they want them to produce, which is going to be a moneymaker. Otherwise, I don't believe that Harry and Meghan, quite frankly, are worth the trouble. So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle must be really big fans of Britney Spears, y'all, because oops, they did it again. That's right, Harry and Meghan have jumped once again on another company's hard work and platform and stolen their hard work for their own. Now, Harry and Meghan have announced that they are going back to New York City, the Big Apple, on the 10th of October, where they're going to participate in the World Mental Health Day Festival. Now, the interesting thing is, of course, that this was the place where they had that near catastrophic car chase back in May. But apparently, Harry and Meghan don't embarrass because they are returning to the Big Apple, which if I was Meghan Markle, I would never return. That was the most embarrassing PR stunt to ever backfire. But nonetheless, Harry and Meghan, they're still trying to convince people that they're charitable and that they're philanthropists and that they care. The problem is they don't. They're fake philanthropists. When you use charity to make money, that's a problem. The problem with Meghan is that she blurs the lines between charity and entrepreneurship. It's like we don't know where they end and where they meet. They're just kind of blurred together. And people have questions about when they donate to Archewell, where does the money go? For instance, last year, Archewell Foundation raised $13 million and they gave out $3 million in donations. Where's the other $10 million? If it's a charity, it's supposed to be publicly available. You have to let the government know where you got your money, how you use your money, etc. But there's just $10 million sitting there with no explanation. Just sitting there. So people are wondering, if you're a charity, where is the money going to? How is it just sitting there? What is the purpose of having a charity if you literally give out 10% of the money that is given to you? It makes people ask questions. Now, we know that Harry and Meghan have blurred the lines, like with the Invictus Games. That's supposed to be 100% a charitable organization. However, somehow, Harry and Meghan have made this into a money-making venture, where Meghan has this huge wardrobe, their hotels, their flights are paid for, and they turn it into a docu-series for Netflix, where they also received a paycheck. So they're turning charitable work into a money-making scheme. And that's icky. That's very icky and shady. It makes them look like fake philanthropists. I don't believe that they're actually doing any kind of real charitable work. And they're getting this $13 million from sources we're not sure where it came from, and only handing out $3 million of it. Again, everything they do with their charity, it's very shady in my opinion. And now they're taking credit for another event that they literally just joined a couple of days ago. This is their MO. They don't do any real work, but they jump on the bandwagon of other people and then make it all about Harry and Meghan. Now, the event is with a company called Project Healthy Minds, who is putting on the second annual World Mental Health Day Festival in New York City on the 10th of October. Now, according to their Twitter account, as of September 28th, they said join Anderson Cooper, Carson Daly, Poppy Harlow, David Axelrod, Sally Gates, Chan School of Public Health, and over 1,000 plus mental health advocates at Project Healthy Minds' second annual World Mental Health Day Festival at Hudson Yards, New York City. Now, that was on the 28th of September. Now, on the 6th of October, all of a sudden, they come out with this huge special announcement. This just in, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will be joining Project Healthy Minds' second annual World Mental Health Day Festival. Now, they're saying they're going to be part of a sit-down panel with the U.S. Surgeon General as well as Carson Daly. Now, they're going to talk about the Archewell Foundation Parents Summit, Mental Wellness in a Digital Age, a discussion on building community and positive change for a safer online world for young people. All I see is censoring free speech, censoring free speech, censoring free speech, Meghan and Harry censoring free speech. This is actually pretty scary and disgusting. They're using parents who have actually suffered a loss as a way, as a platform to get what they want passed in government. Harry and Meghan are trying to police the internet, what they're calling cyberbullying. Now, let's be honest here. Yes, there is definite cyberbullying going on for young kids. It is horrific, and there does need to be safer things in place for children. However, Harry and Meghan are trying to pretend it's all about the kids. They care about the kids, but it's really about themselves. So they're using these parents who have suffered a loss from their kids, who have suffered from cyberbullying. They're trying to get these people to stand with them for this cause. But the real issue is it's about Harry and Meghan silencing anyone who says anything negative about them ever. So in my opinion, this is Harry and Meghan's attempt at using parents who have suffered a real loss to get on board with them for, quote, cyberbullying. But it's really attacking free speech. I am all about safeguarding children, and people who say horrific things to kids definitely should be shut down. But when we're on here talking about the royals, talking about a celebrity, talking about an adult topic, we as Americans or people worldwide should be allowed to discuss it in a civilized manner without being penalized. It's called free speech. But we all know Harry and Meghan want to shut it down. So in my opinion, they're trying to work with these parents. They're, wrapping it in a little cloak of we're protecting the kids. But it's really about Harry and Meghan, because Harry and Meghan like to pretend that they're philanthropists, that they really care about these charities and these causes. But we all know the only thing Harry and Meghan care about is themselves. Anytime they get involved in something, there's always a self-interest. Meghan Markle just wants to be famous and make money, period. She doesn't want to do any work. She certainly doesn't want to give any money. She is not a charitable philanthropist. She keeps trying to act like she's Mother Teresa, Snow White, when we all know she is Cruella de Vil. And this is not me being unkind. It is being truthful. At least the Kardashians own it. They're all about money and fame, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that. But Meghan Markle likes to pretend she's this sweet, Snow White, charitable person who just cares. Like when she went to Uvalde with the camera crew to be filmed in front of the gravestones of the children. She didn't do it because she cared. She did it because she wanted to be seen on TV. That's a disgusting person. The same time her father was literally 5 hours away in a hospital suffering a stroke. She didn't even text her father, but got on an airplane and flew to Uvalde, Texas. So tell me what kind of sweet, kind, forgiving, charitable person Mother Teresa she is. She is not any of those things. Their Archewell Foundation, in my opinion, is a farce. People have questions about where is the money coming from, where is the money going. All I can say is that now they're touting this appearance as the Archewell Foundation Parents Summit. They're trying to act like they're the ones who are putting on the event. It's all about Archewell Foundation, when they're just hosting a talk during this whole festival that was put on by another company. I just find it interesting how they always try to infiltrate themselves, jump on bandwagons, and take full credit for the events. So they're literally acting like they're putting on their very first in-person event for Archewell Foundation, but they fail to mention it's a part of a mental health festival put on by another company. They never give people credit for what they're doing. Again, I just feel like this is Harry and Meghan trying to pass laws to censor free speech. What do you guys think about this? Do you think this is another farce of Harry and Meghan pretending they're really caring about people and being philanthropists and really doing it for self-serving purposes? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.